Hi, it's Becky. Sometimes learners need a little prompt to remind them to click the next button to move on in a course. A while back, a member of the Articulate community wondered if there was a way to include this prompt only if learners forgot to move on. In this way, they wouldn't be annoyed by the tip on every slide if they advanced on their own. But if they forgot, the tip would come in handy. I'd made a suggestion then that I've since taken advantage of. As you can see, this file includes a series of slides with information on flowers. And here on the bottom right is a leaf silhouette containing text that says, "Click Next." I chose the leaf to stick with the flower theme. You may be able to tell the image is initially in a dimmed state. Since I didn't want to have to put the image on every slide, I went into the Slide Master by clicking on View and then Slide Master, and I put the image here. When I click on it and then click on the States tab, you can see that the initial state is set to hidden. Here in the Triggers tab, you can see that I set up a trigger which changes the state of that picture to normal when the timeline ends on the slide. I also set up animations so that this picture flies in very slowly from the top. The nice thing is it doesn't matter if the slides are different lengths, and that can be important in an e-learning course. So what I'll do now is go back to the normal view so we can take a look at the slides, and I'll show you that they actually are different lengths. I set them up that way purposely for this demo. So the first slide, the purple coneflowers, this is a 12-second slide. You can see that here. The next one, sorry, this isn't purple coneflowers, it's black-eyed Susans. But the purple coneflowers slide is here, and it's only 2 seconds long. This one, the balloon flower slide, is really long. It shows for 15 seconds. Remember, the prompt won't appear on these slides until each individual slide has ended, and the length of the slides don't matter. So let's go in and see. I'll click on the first slide and go into preview mode. And when this slide comes in, you would have time to read the text. And at some point, the slide's going to zoom in, and then it will zoom back out. And if you forget, as the learner, to click the next button, there's the leaf coming in to remind you to do that, and it's pointing right down at the next button. I'll click on Next now. Remember, this slide is very short. In 2 to 3 seconds, that little reminder prompt comes in. The leaf comes in, tells you to click on Next. So we'll do that. And remember that this slide is really long. Learners would have to sit here for about 15 seconds before that prompt would come in. And I set this up this way to show you that you can do whatever you want, either on all the slides or on individual slides, and have that prompt come in when you want it to. There it is. I'm going to replay this slide because I want to show you that if the learner did what they needed to do, or he or she needed to do, so they came in, they read the slide, maybe they zoomed in, zoomed back out, and then clicked on Next, they would not be bothered with that prompt. And here's the last slide. And this is a fairly short 5-second slide, so there's the prompt again. Perhaps your learners are sophisticated enough that they don't need this kind of prompt. But if they do, you can see that it's easy enough to include it.